Richard Martinez.
Originating scene from Star Spangled Girl.
By Neil Simon.
Neil Simon.
Where's my $3 raise?
You'll be drinking it in about 3 minutes.
Well, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
I thought you'd never run away from a fight.
I don't. I just kept one in the closet. My ears are pierced now, and I don't even wear earrings.
Well, I told you this wouldn't be easy. I should have known you didn't have the guts to stick it out.
Stick it out? I have been smiling at that idiot for 3 days. You see this? This is what I've been doing since 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, cut it out. You look like a demented ventriloquist.
Look, this was not my stupid idea. This was your stupid idea.
Well, it's a very smart, stupid idea because it seems to be working.
It's working for you. You're getting your magazine, and I'm getting holes in my ears.
Well, I happen to be paying through the nose for those holes in your ears. Look, it won't happen again, all right? Now, I have 50 pages to edit. I could use a little peace and quiet.
You won't even know I'm here, because I won't be here.
Oh, no, you'll be here because I'm paying you to be here, and Norman will be back in 10 minutes, and he expects you to be here.
Then here I will be.
This is not the Christian Science reading room. This is an office. There's work to be done.
Then do it.
I'm talking about you.
Would you like me to type you a letter? I could have it finished a year from September.
No, you could sharpen some pencils. And be quiet.
Yes, boss.
What? No, what are you doing?
What you told me to do?
Oh, thank you very much. I now have a ballpoint pen with no ballpoints. Here, look. Do you see this?
I see it.
Now first, let me tell you, this is not a dead chicken on a stick. Okay? This is a feather duster. And by that, I don't mean that you dust feathers with it, okay? You hold it by this end, and you just flick it against the furniture, thus dusting it. Do you think you can handle that?
Lefty or righty?
Well, if you'd like, you can stick it in your pierced ears and just shake your head. Just clean the room and be quiet.
Yes, sir. Oh, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yes, you seem to be.
Think you do it to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called him Michael.
You're not going to sing the second verse of that song, are you?
I just work here and I do what I'm told.
Well, good. Here are 50 envelopes and 50 stamps. You have a tongue. Don't talk, lick.
Are these the announcements for next week's sell meeting, comrade?
No, they happen to be very tiny bombs. You just add water. You know, I get the impression that you don't approve of me as a person.
Oh, is that what you are? Then I don't.
Why not?
Because I don't approve of your character, your principle, your philosophy, your ideals, your morals, your scruples. Shall I continue?
Well, you know, your opinions on anything have as much value as a 1939 calendar. Now, I'm not paying you $75 to listen to your limited vocabulary, all right? Just keep licking those stamps and be quiet. I am a very busy man.
Oh, so was John Wilkes Booth the night he assassinated Lincoln.
Are you implying that I was in on the Lincoln job?
I'm talking about your present activities, but I wouldn't put it past you.
Well, I'm sorry. That night I was in Philadelphia, cracking the Liberty Bell. You know, I can't concentrate in front of the State Senate Investigating Committee.
Oh, the truth is always difficult to face. Can my tongue rest? The well has dried up.
You know, if you're unhappy, why don't you take a job as a night guardsman at the Statue of Liberty? That way you can swim around her at night and just make sure no one puts out a torch.
The enforcers of justice have always been the scapegoat to the enemies of freedom. Do you know where I read that?
On the back of the Patrick Henry bubblegum card?
No. In the Speeches of Socrates. Have you ever read the Speeches of Socrates?
I was waiting for the paperback to come out.
Well, it's out. That's where I read it. It would surprise you, Mr. Hobart, to know the amount of political literature I have read.
I would be nonplussed to find out if you got into anything deeper than the names and addresses of the 50 girls in the Miss American Beauty contest. Now, your tongue seems to be functioning just well. Go back to licking and get to work.
And I suppose if it was left up to a traitor such as yourself, there wouldn't be a Miss America contest.
You know, you're right. I think a parade of pretty girls is just fine. However, listening to Miss North Dakota singing an aria from the Barber of Seville in the key of M while baking an upside-down 7-layer cake in a hoop skirt she hooped herself is a little bit more than any human can endure. Now, I will be very frank with you, Miss Rossmeyer. Up until now, I have not been very happy with your work.
And I suppose next you'll add apple pie.
You know, I happen to love apple pie. All right, which, for your information, originated in Bavaria, Germany.
That's a lie. Apple pie is as blueberries American pie.
Well, the only truly American indigenous foods are Thanksgiving turkey and chicken chow mein. No, you know, I get the impression that you are deliberately distracting me from my work.
Oh, every citizen must know what they can.
Oh, of all the bigoted! You know, you haven't even read one word past the table of contents.
You don't have to drink the poison if it says so on the label.
You know, I'm going into the closet to work, all right? Call me when Norma gets back.
All right, tell me this. Is there anything about this country you do like?
I happen to like a lot of things about this country. I just don't like people who like absolutely everything about this country.
Why don't you answer my question?
Why don't you answer my questions?
Why don't you talk like a person where I can understand which are the questions and which are the answers?
Would it be okay with you if I went into your apartment to work?
Oh, it would not. You know what, if we're gonna have a fight, then let's draw the battle lines in the field of the aggressor. And don't bother figuring out who tried to say that, because I made it up myself.
I had a nail down between you and Winston Churchill.
And for your information, did you know Winston Churchill was born in the United States in Brooklyn?
Well, you'd never know from the way he talked. Listen, why don't you go back to your apartment and, I don't know, make some chips or some grits. I'm sure your cats are very hungry.
I am not leaving until you admit you are snide, smug, and narrow-minded.
Will you settle for belligerent?
Oh, I will settle for deceitful and treacherous.
Fine. I am deceitful and treacherous. Good. You, however, you are provincial and old-fashioned and antiquated and uninformed, uneducated, unrealistic, and unable to understand anything that isn't underwater. The big problem with you is that you were born 150 years too late. You should have been born at Bunker Hill, loading muskets and raising flags and waiting for the British to show up with the whites of their eyes. You may be shocked to know this, but this is 1967, and the country has a whole new set of problems. But I wouldn't expect for you to understand that, because you are not a real person with real human feelings and sensitivities. No, I think for you to fully connect to any other person, it would first require you to get that amended to the Constitution, passed by Congress, and then painted red, white, and blue. Now, if you've been listening very carefully, I have just made a point.
If you want points, then I'm gonna make one. Oh, I'm gonna make the biggest point you've ever heard.
Well, when you get to it, raise your right hand. With you, it's hard to tell.
You know I'm making it, only you're not gonna like it. Are you listening?
With one ear for you, that's all I need.
All right, here goes. I don't like you for a lot of reasons I already said. And the main reason I don't like you is because I am engaged to Lieutenant Bert Fenneman of the United States Marines. And in 1 week, we're supposed to get married. But for some insane reason, only a Hungarian psychoanalysis could explain. And I have finally discovered, this is the part I was telling you about, that I am physically attracted to you. Now, how do you like that for a point? Did you hear what I just said?
No, I heard. I heard.
Well, how do you like them apples?
Those apples.
Them apples. How do you like them?
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. There's something about your physical appearance that appeals to me. And I'm just as qualified as you are.
But you couldn't possibly be.
Oh, there is no earthly reason why I should like anything about you. And I don't. But I do. What do we do about that?
Look, if you're looking for a boost in salary, this is not the way to get it.
Where are you going?
I'm going up to Norman's room to get his copy of Kraft Ebbing. He's a bigger nut than you are.
You don't believe me.
Oh, I believe you. I just don't understand you. And what do you mean you are physically attracted to me?
Would you like a complete rundown of arms, legs, hair, and teeth? Go get a pencil and paper and we'll run it item for item.
You mean you like the way that I look?
Not really.
Well, you like the way that I walk.
Not terribly.
You like the way that I dress.
Not remotely.
Then what do you like?
I like the way you smell.
Oh, Sophie, Sophie, Sophie.
Oh, don't you Sophie me. I don't like you. I'm attracted to you, but I still don't like you.
That's impossible.
I know. You are the most irritating, nauseating man I have ever met in my life. And if you try to kiss me right now, I will not stop you. You want to work on that for a while?
No, I think I need some outside help. Thank you.